Don't tread on me. We got a caller here from Tokyo. I didn't realize I've been holding for 30 minutes. I want to talk about North Korea, World War III. Then Paul Watson's coming up live from London, England. Let's go ahead and go to Yoshi in Tokyo. Yoshi, you're on the air worldwide.
Mr. Jones, it's an honor to be here. My 100-year-old grandmother enjoys the caveman.
Well, thank you.
She lost her balance, so she keeps falling, but she never breaks a bone. I don't know if it's helping, but yeah, it's tasty, and it's really a staple here.
Wow, you get it shipped all the way to Tokyo. Well, thank you for the support, sir.
Yeah, the shipping cost is really a pain. There's never.
Well, we'll try to get some international distributors or something like, or maybe have 50% off for folks that are overseas or something to alleviate that.
Yeah, that would significantly increase my purchases because sometimes I buy something and then 1/3 of the cost is just the shipping.
I understand,
itself.
or customs tries to hold it up. I know folks ordering overseas are really, really doing it as a service to us, so thank you.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so I'm in Tokyo. I'm half Japanese, but been here most of my life. The issue is North Korea and the belligerent for a diplomatic solution. And, you know, I'm rather disturbed or sad to see that InfoWars or yourself have taken a stance that there is no diplomatic solution. But I have faith in your ability to read and do research. But it seems maybe Mr. noticed that there's this old treaty called the Agreed Framework, which initially was supposed to halt nuclear weapons development by North Korea by stopping their construction of these nuclear
Sure, the framework agreement was give them reactors and everything, and they'd stop doing it, but they gave them reactors that can build the fissile material. So I'm aware of all those framework agreements, but that goes back to like Jimmy Carter and people, right?
No, the framework agreement is under Clinton.
Sure, well, that's when they transferred them the stuff, but I think they started negotiations. I'm saying with Clinton, they used Jimmy Carter as the envoy.
Yeah, but perhaps the misunderstanding is that giving them the agreement, under the agreement, is to give them light water reactors, but there was never any funding to do so. The U.S. Congress did not want to do so.
Well, let me say this. I do believe there's diplomatic stuff. I don't want a war. I've only looked at both sides of this, and I think Kim Jong-un's a really bad guy and is firing missiles right over, you know, your country, Japan. But I mean, I think a war would be disastrous. But I know even the Japanese government's getting more hardline with Kim Jong-un. I mean, why do you think that's happening, and what do you think should happen?
Look, if Japan wasn't such a cucked country because of, well, being bombed back to the Stone Age, so to speak, and with the new Constitution and all the brainwashing that the Americans instituted subsequently to make us feel so thoroughly guilt-ridden that we aren't so militarist, but economic sanctions on an extremely poor country won't help at all. But you see, so
no, I understand it would just starve more people. But you're saying if you had your own military, then North Korea wouldn't be acting like this, or what are you saying?
If we did, then we probably have already sent special forces in the 80s or 90s to reclaim our people. Japan really loves North Korea, especially after they've abducted our people. But that's not really.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il, used to kidnap lots of folks just for his own sexual pleasure.
Sexual pleasure and forcing people to teach their spies Japanese or other things, technical things.
But there you are saying how bad North Korea is, and then we're bad for saying they're bad. I mean, I'm just not going to say they're good. That's all.
So yeah, that's a given. They're universally hated, and as one of the phrases we like to say is that North Korea is like the vile armpit of Asia. Nobody wants to get.
Well, it's certainly an oppressive communist regime. Thank you for the call, Yoshi. Thanks for your support. Call back again. I'd love to talk longer. Paul Watson's coming up. Stay with us.
In ancient times, man roamed the earth in a constant state of hunting or being hunted. Introducing Caveman, where cutting-edge science meets ancient super nutrients. Secure your bottle right now at InfoWarsStore.com.